What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, today is the day that I finally decided to come back to Call of Duty Vanguard and give it another shot. Clearly, Season 1 is released, a new battle pass, new maps, new content, stuff like that, new update. But has it truly actually fixed Call of Duty Vanguard? It's a big, whopping no. Now, before we actually go ahead and I tell you why this game is still absolute, booty cheeks right now in its current state, I just want to let you guys know that, like I said, yesterday I did go ahead and stream both this update, Call of Duty Vanguard, and the new Battlefield 2042 update, which is 3.1. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who took some time out of your day to stop into the stream and say hello. I really appreciate it. And if you guys do want to stop into my stream again, today I will be going ahead and grinding some more Battlefield. Since I did go ahead and push back the 3.1 update till tomorrow's video, that means we still have another full day to grind it out and see if I can come to a official conclusion on how I feel about this update. So if you want to see all the weapon tunings, the new bloom update, optimization update, the new breakthrough map changes and stuff like that, if you guys want to see any of this new information that came out in 3.1 update for Battlefield, by all means stop into my stream. Link to all that stuff is down in the description. Make sure you hit a follow and join the family. It's tons of fantastic people over there, a bunch of goats, really nice individuals. You'll have a blast if you come by and say hello. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be showcasing off both of the DLC maps that were introduced into Call of Duty Vanguard today. Now, if you want to just skip straight over to the Dome gameplay and see what Dome looks like, which I probably won't have that long of a gameplay, maybe I'll actually try to cut this current gameplay in half, which I really don't want to do, but I might do so I can actually have a fair share of both styles of maps. Skip to around like maybe 6-7 minutes into the video and you'll probably see what Dome looks like in Call of Duty Vanguard. At the end of the day, I gotta say the map designs are pretty cool, unique. I love Pacific themed maps. And since both Warzone and both of these Call of Duty Vanguard maps are all Pacific themed, I'm pretty happy when it comes to that, I'm not going to lie. I love this style, I always have, and usually typically when it comes to any development team, they always make the Pacific the last bit of updates that they do in a game. Like Battlefield 5, it took over a year to bring in Pacific content, and every Call of Duty game out there, either they don't put Pacific content into the game, or it takes, like I just said, ages, months, or even up to a year until we get to see anything like this. So I'm very happy that the very first update they put in is all about the Pacific. That's great news for me. But did it fix the game? No, just because the maps are in this game doesn't mean it's outstanding still. Now, it does have content. I gotta say, that's probably one of the best things about Call of Duty Vanguard is the amount of content this game has. So many weapons, so many attachments, so many maps to play on. You have combat pacing, which adds an extra level to each map, so you have a different experience every single time that you play on it, which adds for more replayability. So I gotta say, out of the past 3 Call of Duty games, Vanguard still stands out a lot to me. I still think it's probably my most preferred Call of Duty game that is released. But that doesn't mean in any way, shape, or form that Vanguard is a good Call of Duty title. Now, I'm going to start off with the thing that pisses me off the most when it comes to Vanguard, and then obviously I'll move over to the other bugs and glitches and other problems that occurred with this brand new update. The time to kill is ridiculous. It is horrifying, and I think that's one of the main reasons why I despise this game so much. It takes no skill. Every time I hop on this game, you can pick up any weapon in this title, which is phenomenal. I love when developers can equally balance out weapons to make them all useful. That's the best way to manage a game, and it's very rare to see that. We haven't seen that in ages. Modern Warfare wasn't able to do it until later in its life cycle. Black Ops Cold War wasn't able to do it until later in its life cycle, and Vanguard nailed it basically in the first week. They got weapon balancing perfect, but the problem here is even though all the weapons are equally powerful, they're all stupidly OP. The time to kill in this game is designed for scrubs. Don't you guys remember when the Modern Warfare developers were being interviewed and they specifically said that they changed the time to kill to allow new players, people who weren't as good as other players in this game, to get more kills by lowering the time to kill, making people die in 1 to 2 bullets, basically insta-melting them so they can take their time, they can camp in their quote-unquote safe spaces, and they can have time to readjust to the game and melt people across the map. That was stupid, but Vanguard is basically running into the same issue here. Vanguard almost mimics Modern Warfare in almost every other way, but they did try to enhance on different features, but the time to kill is something that they didn't enhance on. Every gun in this game takes about 2 shots to kill. We have been complaining, we've been whining, we've been saying that it's just ridiculous, we can't react, we can't fight anybody, there's no such thing as a gunfight in Vanguard. What this does is it forces players to, instead of pushing, flanking, and trying to play OBJ, they decide that they're going to stay in the back of the map, pick one of the most powerful weapons, like you see the STG here, and just shred kids. Just look at this gameplay, please. Watch the gameplay and tell me that this STG is the most busted thing you have ever seen in your whole life. And over half of the other guns in this game can reach this level as well. But of course, it takes a little bit more time. The STG you unlock pretty much instantly. It's already really good without any attachments. Some of the other guns you need attachments to make it powerful. But again, the point I'm trying to make here is that no gun should turn a core game mode into hardcore. It ruins the whole atmosphere of a Call of Duty game, and once again, like I said, it takes away a massive skill gap. Black Ops Cold War, I didn't really care for that game that much, but I can always admit that the time to kill in that game required skill. You need to be able to track your targets, aim at your targets, and actually engage with them. You need to know how to strafe, how to actually maneuver the map, know what power positions are better, because every last choice that you make in that game is going to determine if you're going to be successful in that life or if you're going to die. But in Vanguard, like I said, it doesn't matter. The only way you play this game is by getting the first shot off. And yeah, Call of Duty has always been a pretty fast time to kill, but after Modern Warfare 2019, they have completely rearranged what Call of Duty is known for. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 had really fast time to kills, but you've always been able to maneuver away from the enemies. You have always been able to readjust, adapt, and engage back with them. Again, that's the whole point of FPS games, not to insta-melt and die right off the bat, unless you want to go play a milsim or something of that sort, but to actually engage with the enemies and see who is the better player. But you can't do that when someone is sitting on the tiniest head glitch and they are just plopping you, mowing you down with 2 bullets every single time consistently. It ruins the whole overall game. And you know how the developers handled the situation? Instead of fixing the time to kill, they go ahead and add in a perk to manage the time to kill. That's how lazy these people are right now. And to think that I actually gave Sledgehammer Games credit right now, but they haven't done anything to improve the overall quality of this game. They just got off of a massive vacation that Activision paid for. And you're telling me you can't even go through the extra time to readjust the values of the weapons and fix the time to kill. You're telling me you can't even do that, and your main thing is to bring back a perk that absolutely nobody ever asked for. Nobody said bring back Juggernaut, even though it's not Juggernaut, it's called Serpentine in this game, and you have to be sprinting in order for it to be active, but it's Jug. It gives you extra health when people are shooting at you. The only difference is now you have to run instead of having it on 24/7, even if you're just standing still. Nobody enjoyed that. That was a main complaint in World at War, a main complaint in Call of Duty 4, and that perk was so universally hated that they didn't put it in a Call of Duty game ever. They just basically scrapped the perk altogether. And you're telling me out of nowhere, they think that the community wants to see the return of Jug. No, they're doing it because they don't want to change the values of the weapon. It takes too much time, it takes too much effort, and they're being freaking lazy. And I'll bet you right now $100 that instead of fixing the time to kill, the developers are just going to one by one nerf weapons, buff weapons, and it's going to be a month on top of month on top of month process to make sure the whole game is polished off, because instead of just going through an overall time to kill change, which they would have to go through all the weapons, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it at the end of the day if your time to kill is absolute garbage. But instead of doing that, like I said, they're going to take the easy way out. They're going to nerf the STG, but it's not going to help because over half the other guns, like I said, are just as overpowered as the STG. People are going to complain about the different meta weapon, then the other meta weapon gets nerfed down to the dirt. Well, guess what? There's still 3 more guns that are still way more overpowered than that gun. Look, you don't need to touch how the weapons play. They are in a perfect spot. They're all equally balanced. Change the overall time to kill. That's it. The STG, maybe a tiny bit of a nerf. I mean, it's way too accurate. No recoil, 2 shots. It's insane. But the rest of the weapons in this game are pretty darn balanced. You're just able to kill way too fast in this game. Quit being lazy, Sledgehammer. And on top of that, this update killed every other Call of Duty game. Black Ops Cold War, completely destroyed. Modern Warfare 2019, completely destroyed. Warzone, completely destroyed. All of these games are being absolutely slammed right now with previous bugs and glitches just absolutely coming back to life that have already been fixed, but they're re-emerging because Vanguard had an update. Look, I guess I can understand that, Warzone, since all the games are technically connected, all the weapons and stuff are in Warzone, that maybe they share something about each other, but each game is different. Each game is on a different disc. You know what I'm saying? Why would my Vanguard disc interrupt my Modern Warfare disc? It doesn't make any sense. How could you possibly do that? They claim to fix the packet loss, yet I still run into this issue 24/7 of lag, pointless lag that shouldn't be happening in Call of Duty Vanguard. Packet loss, like I said, it shows up on my screen so I know exactly what it is, or packet burst, I'm sorry, I misinterpreted it, but still, absolutely ridiculous. And the developers are still insisting that the guns have a tiny bit of bloom. Now, I am happy that they nerfed the bloom and they tuned it down a lot, but why does it need to be any bloom at all? This isn't COD. COD doesn't have bloom. Boom! So why are you insisting that you keep it in the game? It should just be completely removed. These developers are just... they're showing me a new side. They were doing so solid in the beginning of this title, but something happened. Once they took that vacation and they came back, the laziness, I guess, just absolutely kicked in. They have not changed a single thing, yet and still, they're stuffing the store and the battle pass with new content. And get this, even in the store, they have a new scummy system of not even allowing these packs to stay for a while. There's about a 24-hour, maybe even a little bit longer period of time where you can go ahead and purchase these skins. And if you don't purchase these skins in that amount of time, you'll never see them again. You know how desperate of a move that is to really mess with someone like that, because they know that people are going to be more encouraged to buy a skin knowing that they only have a single day to buy it instead of waiting, maybe my paycheck is going to be coming in next week or my paycheck comes in a couple of weeks. I'll buy it then. They're not giving you that option anymore. They're saying buy it now or you're screwed forever. Screw you, Activision. Screw you, Sledgehammer. All of you guys. I can't win when it comes to Call of Duty. Battlefield's out here. Yeah, their game is absolute doo-doo right now, but every update they put in that game fixes more issues and doesn't cause more problems. I'm having a good time with it. The bolts nerfed, the weapons are balanced out, and like I said, I'm going to cover this more in tomorrow's video. But how can development teams like this, and Halo Infinite, they're fixing up the battle pass over time, of course, and yeah, the store is still a little, crummy and stuff like that. But the fact that they listened, what other development team fixes the battle pass? Did Call of Duty ever change around their battle pass system? No, they don't care about that. But 343 actually listened, and they're trying their best to change it around in a better way. With time, we'll see if they actually do it or if they're just, fibbing and they're lying to us. But in the current moment, every update that they implement into Halo Infinite is a positive update. Call of Duty right now is the only franchise where every update breaks more than it fixes. And it hurts, man. It hurts. Being a Call of Duty fan and seeing all these other games out there getting resolved, fixed, polished, and, getting improved for a better, game, even though, it shouldn't be that way. They should launch good. But to see these games improving and then seeing this game in the same exact spot as it was at launch is just insane. Now, this game was 110% probably the best launch we have seen in the past couple of years. But at the end of the day, there are problems to be fixed, and they're ignoring these problems. And it just proves to me that the main priority is Warzone, and it always will be Warzone. Until that game mode dies, 6v6 COD is a goner. We'll see more additions. We'll see more games. They're going to milk this cow until the end of time because they can. It's going to make millions and billions of dollars. It's going to top charts every single year. None of that crap is going to change. So why should they even bother fixing the game during its life cycle? They wait all year long, and that's the funny thing as well, because Call of Duty players are always coming at Battlefield players for saying, oh, you're always saying, oh, just wait a year, and then you can finally play your game. You shouldn't have to do that, But at least we get multiple years to enjoy it afterwards. Call of Duty is in the same exact boat. They make you wait a year, but guess what? Another game comes out in a year. So by the time they fix this game, another game will be out, and it's going to release broken. And then by the time they fix the next game, another game will come out, and it'll be broken. And then by the time the next game, gets fixed up, another game. You see the process here? You see how ridiculously stupid this process is? It sucks, man, because there are a lot of good things about this game right here. Call of Duty Vanguard. Sledgehammer Games didn't do a bad job. And like I said, out of the past 3 Call of Duty games I've played, Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare, and Vanguard, this is my go-to right now. But just because it's my go-to doesn't mean it's a good game. Call of Duty these past few years has been utter garbage. And I'm so thankful that so many different games have released because, man, if I had to grind Call of Duty religiously for a full year again, I might have went psycho because this cycle is just mentally draining. It makes me feel like I'm going nuts. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to end the commentary off there. Thank you all so much for tuning into this commentary. I might go ahead and try Vanguard Season 1 a little bit later. See if it grows on me a bit. But right now, like I said, as long as the time to kill stays in this variable, I'm just going to get salty with it. It's just, I don't enjoy the gameplay, especially after going and playing Halo and Battlefield 2042, which Battlefield 2042 isn't a spongy game like Halo. It's, a fast time to kill game. It's way more rewarding to get into gunfights in Battlefield where, 4, 5, 6 bullets, you actually have to engage with one another, compared to this where I'm dying in 2 shots. It's just so pointless. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, bombs, I hate it. Leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both those links in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games I do over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all on the next one. Peace out.